Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Sup, Cappy? I know how much you hate art schools. I understand why. I actually had a very good experience at an art school. I wasn't a student. I was substitute teaching. This is many years ago. Lord knows what it's like now. Yeah, it was almost 20 years ago. But it was actually a joy and a pleasure because the staff was really good, and they made sure that the kids who attended were really good. Like, it was all calculus, and the kids were smarter than me. But they also happened to do art, which I found weird. I was like, no, go into engineering. But they didn't listen. Anyway, so yes, in general, I do not like schools. I loathe and detest schools. But this one school, to be perfectly honest, was very good. But can you make a rant about high school art schools? Back in 2006, when I was a high school freshman at a school in San Francisco, an art school in San Francisco, I had to bust my ass to be accepted to that school. The first 3 months, I realized how a waste of time it was, and all the effort I put into it was pretty much worthless. My best friend and I, that I've known since I was 3 years old, got accepted. Growing up, I always hated my teachers, and I also thought I was an idiot, but by being accepted to the school, I believed it was a great achievement. Oh, yes. Everyone who thinks education is the achievement, when no, that's just the tools. The achievement is the actual work that comes after. You getting a degree is not an achievement. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Shut up. Started to question the art teacher about his real life experiences and if he has actually made art that was considered valuable. Don't. See, you're being that one kid, all right? I didn't like the fact that we would have to draw what he wanted us to draw and sketch. Well, he's the teacher. He's probably trying to teach you a skill or something. The art that my friend and I drew was actually different than the rest of the class, and the teacher never liked that. I mean, real good art. We put subliminal messages into our art like hidden penises. Anyway, our teacher told us that we had to draw the best artwork to our abilities because the school was hosting an art gallery, which San Francisco's wealthy people were going to come by and probably buy some art. So we did so. The art gallery came by, and not to boast my ego, but my buddies and my art was sold in the first 15 minutes within the gallery opening its doors. My teacher congratulated us and told us that each art piece had sold for $1,200 each. We were both excited because we would use that money to cover our expenses for materials. So you had to pay for your own expenses and materials too. We demanded our money on the spot because we felt like we rightfully earned it. He then told us that those funds were going to be donated to a charitable foundation. Right, the teacher's foundation. My friend and I were infuriated, so what I did is I went back to the art gallery and stole our art back. Bravo. Bravo. I told my teacher that I wasn't going to be working for free, and I'd rather have my art collect dust if I wasn't going to get paid. Funny thing is that the other art never sold. You gotta learn to spell. You're not gonna be. Come on. I know I got my typos, but you gotta spell. You're missing complete words. My friend and I were kicked out of school the next day. Ironically, my buddy and I were accepted to a continuation school that happened to be on the same campus. We woke up and how stupid the students were for staying at that school, wasting their youth on an idiot subject. Anyway, thanks, asshole. I said, what did you want? You just want me to read this and warn people about schools? And he says, both a rant. My question is, should I do art on the side? I don't know. Your rant was pretty good, man, and you won in the end. Like, usually a rant requires an injustice. You guys got your art back and stole it back. That was awesome. I wish a lot more kids were like this. You got to balance it right. You can't be the confrontational dickhead student, but you do have to be that student that questions authority, and you seem to have done that. And yeah, those scumbags were going to give that money to some Marxist leftist nonprofit, probably go right back to the school. If you were especially paying with your own materials, yeah, you guys had the right to it. So I don't know, but you got them back. You got them back. So I can't really rant. That's great. I would recommend people don't go to art school. I recommend people don't go to high school if you could avoid it. There's other ways to get your high school diploma. You can homeschool, you can go online. There's accredited online high schools, at least in Minnesota there is. There are other options. Unless you intend on going to Harvard or want to become a surgeon, I would consider looking at getting a GED, dropping out, going to tech school or community college, getting 4.0s there, and then applying to a 4-year institution just so you can save yourself 2 freaking years. Because the classes they're going to make you take in community college are going to be the exact same ones you're taking your junior and senior year in high school. Because teachers just can't get enough of your money. But your question is, should you do art on the side? Absolutely. The fact you got paid, both you and your buddy, means you have the skill. You have what's it. You can be an artist. So yeah, especially if it's on the side and you got a more permanent real gig, if you're a programmer or something like that. But man, if you can sell something for $1,200 and what, you put a day into it, that is a very nice wage of work that you're making there. Even if you put a week into it, you can live off that and not be a starving artist. So sometimes you got to listen to what the real world is telling you. Like, I fought tooth and nail to stay in banking because I thought that's what I wanted to do. No. And I basically fought tooth and nail not to become a blogging author idiot that I am now. Like, writing, that's not a thing. Ballroom dance, when I taught ballroom dance, that was quite accidental. But that's what the world wanted. The world wanted me to be a ballroom dance instructor. The world wanted me to be an author. They wanted me to be the world's only professional asshole. And so when you got the world throwing money at you and you don't need your freaking degree and they're not sitting there in front of the HR lady, well, I'd like to become an artist. Well, what's your favorite animal and why? If you don't have to deal with that, people are just like giving you money. Yeah, I think you should start doing art. Don't blow $10,000 on materials or open up an art shop just yet, but something you can do at home on the cheap and on the fly, absolutely. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. See you all later. Tools.